Colleagues Outlook add-in has been developed in a way so that users can correspond with clients and candidates using Outlook safe in the knowledge that their email activity is being logged in Colleague automatically. Starting within Colleague, on the main ribbon in the Home section, you'll notice an option called Communication. This consists of a number of options, but the relevant features here are the Outlook button and Send Email. The Outlook button will take you to Outlook or launch the application if it isn't already running. The Send Email option will open an email to the person record that is currently in view. From within Outlook, you will notice that there is a tab labelled Colleague. This tab will update with the options available to you depending on whether you're managing your inbox or creating a message. When managing your inbox, the tab will contain the Activate button, allowing you to switch back to Colleague. The options for parsing or registering an attachment will be covered in the next video. The Create History option will take the email address of the email you are highlighting and attempt to find that record in Colleague to create an email history against. The Information area offers version details with About as well as help file access. The About option can be very helpful when ensuring that the version of the add-in you are running is compatible with your version of Colleague. When creating an email, the options in the Colleague tab are now different. You have the Activate button as before, as well as the About and Help options. But you now have an option to Attach CV, which will allow you to look up a person's record and pull through their default document. You also have the option to apply header, should you wish to modify that document with your own branding before you send it out. The Templates section will list all of the available templates relevant to the entity associated to the email address, whether that be a candidate, contact, or company. Within Colleague's letter maintenance area, administrators are able to configure which templates are called from which part of the system. In this instance, we have created an email from a candidate record, so here we have the option to select a variety of candidate-specific templates. On selecting a template, click Insert. The letter maintenance area, which includes email templates, will be covered in the admin training. You will notice that a merge code appears in this template. We'll come back to this point once the mail has been sent, as this ties in with the privacy feature. By default, when sending an email, it will create an Email Out history log in Colleague. If you are writing an email that hasn't been generated by Colleague, this will still happen provided there is an associated person record with the same email address on the system. Should you wish to change the history type to be something bespoke, you can do so here. Depending on your user privileges, there is also an option to untick the Create on Send feature if you do not want to create any record of the email. The Recipients area offers a lookup of records within the Colleague system. You can also select distribution lists here, which were mentioned earlier in the course. Distribution lists allow for a selection of Colleague records to be accessed within Outlook, whether that be a search result or hotlist. To demonstrate this, we will open an existing search result, highlight a group of records, and click Create Distribution List. Name the distribution list as you see fit, and then return to Outlook. If we now click on the distribution list option, you will see that you can now access the list that you've just created. It will then pull through all the email addresses from Colleague. The privacy setting is an important colleague feature. This option breaks up every email address in the To field to create individual emails. Each of these emails will pull through the merge data relevant to the record holding that email address. In this instance, you will see that I'm about to contact 5 people with the same email message. The template I'm using contains a merge field that will pull through the person's known as field. When sending the email, 5 separate emails are created, each showing a different name per recipient. Thanks to the Create History feature, an individual history log will have been created against each of these records. On a final note, for ease of access, we would recommend using the Quick Access toolbar to select different options from the Colleague tab. This allows the workflow to be as streamlined as possible. We have now covered the Outlook add-in. The next section will be on the Colleague CV parser, powered by Text Kernel.